So hello and welcome to another video, my friends. This is Glenn, and today we're looking at Mongolia's current banknotes. Well, some of them are actually current anyway. So here we have some banknotes, actually not of the more traditional design, which is face like that, which the other banknotes are. This is actually horizontal, and these are the Mongo banknotes. So these replace the actual coins are actually in circulation from the communist era. Probably because inflation actually started to take off in the 90s with the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Mongolian People's Republic pretty much ceased to exist and it just become a democratic country. So it's wedged between Russia and China, so it has to deal with these two authoritarian governments, but it's still democratic. It's probably not as democratic as people actually wanted it to be. So these ones actually have arches, and if you look on both sides, the actual arches should actually meet up. So that's a security feature. So if we have a look at these, so you got the blue on the other side, or the red actually. It actually looks blue. So it's actually white, but it actually looks blue. Oh, that's a bit weird. These have no other security features. But another thing is that it has Mongolian. So this is the traditional script, and you actually read it from top to bottom. So it's actually written like that, going down. And if you ever seen Manchu, which actually was the language of the Manchu region of China, they actually had the same script as well. And this side, we actually have the coat of, or the emblem of, and this is called Soyombo. So it's been around since 1686 to represent Mongolia. So it's also on the flag of Mongolia as well. Here you have numerals 10 in Mongolian, and on the other side we actually have it in Cyrillic and alphabet. So Mongolia, when they actually got independence, they pretty much changed to Cyrillic, I believe 1923. So the coinage actually reflect that. Then we have some wrestlers. So that is actually the same feature where you got them both on each side. And it's pretty much the same. So there is no watermark. And this is 20. So these ones you can probably pick up for like $1 or $2 for the whole set, 10, 20, and 50. So as you can see, the serial numbers go into the millions. So with a population about 3 or 4 million, these ones probably will never really use that much. Inflation would have removed them anyway by 2000. And here we have horses. Quite a nice banknote series. Then we have the lowest banknote. This is most likely not in circulation, with an exchange rate of about 5,000 togrok. So togrok to $1 Australian dollar. I would say the lowest. What I've read is the 10 togrok, and these ones are no longer in circulation. And this one actually has a chinzi, so this is like a type of mythological creature. And the watermark is actually Genghis Khan. So it's actually nice. And this side you got Mongolian and Mongolian script, and this side you got Cyrillic, and that's the same with all the other banknotes. And that one's got the coat of arms. Then we have the 5 togrok. As you can see, security thread. So these banknotes you can probably pick up all for $1 or $2 each, or you can probably get a set for like $5 to $10. But the highest banknote I've got is a 100 togrok, so it's only worth about 20 cents. And this one has the founder of modern Mongolia. So he was part of the People's Democratic, or Mongolian People's Party, Sukre Bata, and Ulaanbaatar. So Sukre Bata means ex hero, and Ulaanbaatar means red hero, and it's actually named after him. So the actual name of Ulaanbaatar, I'm not too sure what the name was actually before, or maybe it's the other way around. Okay, so look up Wikipedia. The name of Ulaanbaatar before was Nomenkuri or Ikuri, and Great Settlement. It's supposed to represent, because it's actually the largest place in Mongolia. Always has been. So on the back we have horses. So what do you think of when you actually think of Mongolia? A lot of it is grassland. It does have forests. If you look on Google Maps, you can see the actual forest areas. It's pretty much in the north, but most of it is either grasslands or desert. And they're also famous for their horseback riding as well. So it's actually quite a nice banknote. Then we have another one with the same guy on it. And one thing I would like to know is this actually different? No. So, maybe the top of it's a bit different. But when you actually put it against the other banknotes, it's just actually a pattern. Thought it might have been, like a language. But there actually are other scripts that were actually used. So got the 5, 10. As you can see, they have the same 2017. This one's undated. Then we have the 50 worth about 20. This is worth about 4 cents. So not really worth that much money. This is 2014 series. So as you can see, there is no change. How about the watermark? Does this have a watermark? Doesn't seem to have a watermark, this one. It's a bit weird, because if we look at the actual 10, Genghis Khan, so maybe this is actually a mistake. And whoever actually printed it, it's not really worth counterfeiting these, so they're not counterfeits. So maybe they just didn't worry about actually using a watermark or a security thread for 2014. Okay, we have the 50s. This is worth about 10 cents. This one's 2008. Yep. As you can see, same feature, so really nothing to talk about there. Then we have the 100. So they do have coins of 20, 50, 100, 200, 500 Togurok, but I don't think they actually circulate. Last time I minted those was 1994, 1995. And they're actually not that easy to actually get. So here's the mountains. The mountains are more in the north. So that is the earlier, the lower denomination banknotes. So look at 17. Yeah, 17 has still got the security feature, so I'm really curious about that. Looks like they actually tried to look. I think I see his face there. But who actually printed it? Does it have anyone on it? No. Anyway, if you've got a 20 Togurok, does it have the security features, the watermark or the security thread? That will be very interesting to see if anyone else has it, because all the other denominations do have it. So here's the 1 and 5, and this is dated. Oh, they're not dated. Anyway, so those are Mongolia's low denomination banknotes. For all of these, $5 to $10, you should be able to pick them up. $15 if they've run out of cheap stock, because they're actually quite in demand for these low denominations, but they're actually pretty common, so you shouldn't find it hard to actually find a seller. And you never know, maybe ask them if you buy multiple items, if they can give you a discount. That's what I do. Anyway, thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.